A tongue of gold sealed inside the mouth of a 2,000-year-old corpse. Not a metaphor, a literal tongue. Flattened, foil-thin, shaped by human hands, slipped between jaw and linen, resting where speech once lived. The discovery was first announced in early 2021 at Taposiris Magna, an ancient temple complex west of Alexandria. Archaeologists uncovered 3 Greco-Roman mummies bearing this rare and unexplained feature. Small gold foil amulets, carefully shaped like human tongues placed inside their mouths. And these were just the beginning. Over the next 2 years, similar finds emerged across Egypt. At Oxyrhynchus in 2022, over 10 additional mummies were unearthed, some with gold tongues, others with gilded fingernails or golden eye plates. By 2023, several more had been found at the site of Berenice. Though still small in number, these burials reveal a striking pattern, one absent from most ancient Egyptian funerary records. Taposiris Magna itself, founded during the Ptolemaic period around 280 BCE, was a major cult site dedicated to Osiris, the god of the underworld. The presence of coins bearing Cleopatra VII's face places royal activity at the site as late as 30 BCE, during the final years of independent Egypt. But no pharaoh lay within these tombs, only unknown individuals, mummified with careful precision and buried with objects far rarer than gold itself. Ritual silence broken by a symbol of eternal speech. The golden tongues were not mere decoration. Scholars believe they were intended to allow the dead to speak in the afterlife, most likely during the weighing of the heart before Osiris, when one's soul stood judgment. Without a tongue, the dead could neither recite protective spells nor plead innocence, and without speech, a soul might vanish forever. But the symbolism could be even deeper. In Egyptian magic, the tongue was the source of power. Spells, curses, and names held force when spoken aloud. Replacing the mortal tongue with an immortal one may have granted the deceased not only voice, but divine authority. This wasn't a widespread practice. Across thousands of known Egyptian burials, only a handful contained golden tongues, and yet, those that do share intriguing similarities. Many were accompanied by other golden elements: fingernails shaped and gilded, gold bands laid over the chest, and funerary masks painted with deities: Isis, Nut, Horus, Thoth. Some mummies bore scarab amulets placed at the heart, symbols of rebirth and cosmic order. Analysis of these tombs suggests the burials span from around 300 BCE to 100 CE, crossing the late Ptolemaic and early Roman periods. While we lack precise metallurgical data on the tongues themselves, their form resembles other Ptolemaic elite funerary gold: thin, hammered foil shaped to fit beneath linen wrappings. Some were intricately made, others crudely cut. This variation raises questions. Were they crafted by different priestly workshops? Or do the differences reflect status, urgency, or access? Interestingly, several of the golden-tongued mummies were found without funerary texts. No Book of the Dead, no inscribed prayers. This absence is striking, especially for burials otherwise rich in ritual objects. Was this silence intentional, a secret rite, or a lost tradition whose meaning we can no longer access? At Oxyrhynchus, where most of the tongue-bearing mummies were adult males, some bore imagery linked to priestly roles. At Berenice, excavators noted alignments suggesting temple-affiliated interments, but no names have been recovered. The dead remain anonymous, even as their tongues gleam in death. The golden tongue may also reflect continuity with older traditions. In ancient Egypt, artificial body parts were common in burial: prosthetic toes, heart scarabs, eye inlays. But never before had the tongue, the seat of voice, identity, and power, been replaced so consistently with a divine metal. So what were they meant to say? Who were they meant to speak to? And why this sudden emergence during Egypt's slow decline into Roman hands? We don't know. But as more of these mummies are found, the silence surrounding them grows heavier. They were buried with voices that could not corrode, in tombs where no words were written. These weren't tools. They weren't offerings. They weren't even meant for us. They were a ritual language we no longer understand. Not tools, not trophies. Something else entirely.